Hello everyone, welcome to Everyday Essential series of Shantha Lakshmi IAS Academy, where we are going to discuss important topics from various sources, especially with respect to the prelims perspective. So today let's discuss the topics of 28th August 2025. So today in this video, let us discuss the topics of first about the special representatives dialogue, and second about the saltwater crocodiles. Third, about the India's first fully digitally literate state. And fourth, about the Maharaja Veer Vikram Kishore Mahanikya Bahadur Ji. And finally, Uganda country mapping. So starting with our first topic, that is special representatives dialogues of India and China. So why we are discussing this? So on August 19, 2025, this 24th round of talks between the special representatives of China and India on the boundary question was held in New Delhi. So regarding these talks from the China side, the representative was the HE, Mr. Wang Yi, and next from the Indian side, it is the Ajit Doval, the National Security Advisor Ajit Doval. So let's say about this special representative dialogue. What is this? Okay, before going into the basic details of the special representative dialogue, let's talk about the outcomes. So what were the outcomes of this 24th round of talks, the special representative talks? So there are mainly 10 outcomes. So they discussed on the progress made since 23rd special representative talks, which was held in Kazan, China, and endorsed the maintenance of the border peace. And second, about they discussed or they elaborated on maintaining the peace via friendly consultations between both the nations. And also they endorsed the boundary settlement as per the 2005 pact. We'll see what is this 2005 pact in our next slide. And they also agreed to establish a working group for early delimitation on the border issues, and also for setting up of the working group for the border management. And next sixth one comes this. They also agreed to set up a new general level mechanisms with respect to the east and the middle sectors concerning the border between India and the China. And they thought that they discussed to use mechanisms for de-escalation talks. They also discussed on the trans-border rivers cooperation between India and China. And in this cooperation, the China will share the hydrographic data of that river. And they also discussed to reopen the 3 border trade markets, namely Rinkinghang Changu, Pulanganj and the Juba Namgya in the border areas. 3 border, these are the trade markets. They also discussed that the 24th round of the special representative talks will be held in China, that is next year 2026. So these are the 10 outcomes of this special representative talks of India and China on the boundary question. So coming to the foundation or the establishment of this special representative dialogue, it is also known as a special representative mechanism on the India-China boundary question. So when did this birth took place? See, in 1979, Mr. Atal Bihari Vajpayee was working as an or functioning as a Minister of External Affairs. So during that time in 1979, he visited China. So then he suggested to establish this special representative mechanism on the India-China boundary question. And in 2003, when he was the Prime Minister, Atal Bihari Vajpayee was the Prime Minister, and then he constituted this special representative mechanism on the India-China boundary question. And in the 2004, that is during the 4th round of these talks, they established this 3-step formula to implement the special representative mechanism. Those three steps are the establish the political parameters and the guiding principles. So establish the political parameters and the guiding principles, how this special representative mechanism is going to happen. And also establish the framework for the final package settlement. See, framework for the final package settlements between the boundary question, and also delineate and demarcate the boundary. So this was announced in the 2004. That was the fourth round of talks. And in the year 2005, they established a 2005 pact, that is the agreement on the political parameters and guiding principles for the settlement of the India-China boundary question. So this was the first formula which was established during the fourth round of talks in 2004. So this was manifested in this 2005 pact. And before we discuss the positive outcomes, right, in this they also mentioned this boundary settlement as per this 2005 pact, which will also include the political parameters and the guiding principles. So on these political parameters and the guiding principles, they will settle this boundary dispute. And in 2012, the 15th round of talks, during the 15th round of talks, the working mechanism for the consultation and coordination was created. Working mechanism. So now this 24th talks were held in India, and the next 25th talks are going to happen in China. And before this 23rd talks also held in China, that is cousin. So alternatively, the talks are going on between India and China regarding this special representative talks. And coming to the second topic, that is the saltwater crocodile. So why we are discussing this? So there was a survey conducted by the West Bengal's State's Forest Department. And that survey concluded that the estimated population of the saltwater crocodiles have been increased in the Sundarban Biosphere Reserve. They estimated that more than 200 saltwater crocodiles in the Sundarban Biosphere Reserve. So let's see what are the saltwater crocodiles. So these are also known as the estuarine crocodile, Indo-Pacific crocodile, marine crocodile, or the sea crocodile. Because you can see a estuarine, Indo-Pacific, and the marine and the sea crocodile, which are the representations of the salt water, right? And it is the largest living reptile, remember. And its habitat includes salt waters, brackish waters, as well as the fresh waters also. Here it is the trick. Because the name is the saltwater crocodile, you can think that this can live only in the salt and the brackish waters. No, it will also live in the fresh waters also. And in India, and coming to the native places, it is native to the India's east coast, Southeast Asia, Sundaland, Northern Australia, and the Micronesia. Coming to India, these are visible in the swamplands, rivers, and the mangroves of the Odisha, that is in the Bhitarkanika Wildlife Sanctuary. And next in the West Bengal, that is the Sundarbans Biosphere Reserve, and also the other coastal areas of the Andaman and Nicobar Islands. So these are the places in India where we see the saltwater crocodiles. And coming to the behavior of the saltwater crocodile, see, it is a hypercarnivorous apex predators. Hypercarnivorous means 75% of its food include meat only. These are nocturnal hunters. As these are the largest living reptiles, these hunt very well during the night time. And they use the ocean currents to travel long distances. They take the help of these ocean currents and travel to the long distances. And generally, these large reptiles are very lethargic. That means very lazy. So that's why this lethargic behavior of these crocodiles will help them to survive for long without even having a food. Coming to the IUCN status, these are declared as the least concern in the IUCN, and in the sites, it has declared or protected under this Appendix 1, and in India, Wildlife Protection Act 1972, these are protected under the Schedule 1. So these are all details about the saltwater crocodiles. Now moving to a third topic, that is India's first fully digitally literate state. So what are you getting? Any idea when you hear this term? Do we have now India's first fully digitally literate state? No, right? So, regarding this, Kerala will officially be declared as a fully digitally literate state on August 21st, that is tomorrow, by the Kerala's Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan in the Thiruvananthapuram. So, when you hear about this Kerala, what we will get in mind? Kerala is the first literate state, first state to achieve full literacy in 1991 itself, and during our 2011 census it has more than 90%, around 93, approximately 93% of the literacy rate. So when we hear the Kerala, we will get to know that it is the highest literacy state. And see, now it is also becoming the first fully digitally literate state. So we'll see what is this fully digitally literate state and how it became the India's first fully digitally literate state. So now, what is this digitally literate state means? Digitally literate means digitally literate. So what is this digitally literate means? Digitally literate means the person whoever has the idea of operating the digital appliances or the electronic appliances, right? So regarding that, the Kerala will become the India's first fully digitally literate state. So this has how it became India's first fully digital illiterate state through some government programs, right? So that is this Kerala Digi Keralam. So what is that government program? Digi Keralam, which is the complete digital literacy program of Kerala. It was implemented by the Kerala Local Self-Government Department. This was launched in the year 2023. So what is the objective of this DJ Keralam? See, to enable all the citizens of Kerala to ensure to have this digital literacy, to fully equip the citizens of Kerala with these digital appliances or the electronic appliances. So that is to ensure the equitable access to the benefits of the digital realm, regardless of the socio-economic status or the geographical location. This phase or this project has three main phases, that is information gathering. Next, so they will gather the information regarding how many citizens are there in their state who are digitally illiterate, who do not know how to operate these digital devices. And then after gathering the information, they will provide training to these recognized persons. And in the third phase, they will formally recognize this literacy achievement by conducting the surveys and verifying through the third party assessment also. And this program, this Digi Keralam program was inspired by the Kerala state government's another program, that is the Digi Pullampara program. Digi Pullampara program, which was announced in the year 2021. And this Digi Pullampara program was an initiative to equip the villagers of this Pullampara village panchayat with the digital devices. So, and here this Pullampara became the first digitally literate village panchayat in the Kerala state, that is of Thiruvananthapuram district. So inspired by this program was successful. So in 2023, through this DG Kerala program, they implemented this program to all over the state. And this Digi Keralam program covered 15 activities. So what are those 15 activities? So some of the activities are in this program. They taught the people how to operate the smartphones, how to manage or how to take up this digital transactions, and how to be alert during this cyber frauds also. So these are some of the activities which are included in this DJ Kerala program. And in that, see, the success rate was 99.98%. So the survey conducted by the volunteers told that, or they recognized that around 21 lakh members have been covered in this program, and all of them have been fully digitally literate. So the success rate is 99.98%. and over 2.57 lakh volunteers are involved in this recognition training as well as conducting the service. Those volunteers are the students, the Kudumbashree women, the literacy mission personnel, and the technical assistants of the local bodies also. And for maintaining this, for manifesting this third phase, that is the formal recognition of this literacy achievement, they have conducted a surveys on, okay, is this program implemented was successful or not, and are the persons have been fully digitally literate. So regarding that, they also maintained a super check system. That super check system involved the third party evaluation also. So this is about the Digi Keralam project and the India's first digitally literate state, that is Kerala, which is going to be formally announced tomorrow, that is on August 21st. Now moving to our fourth topic, that is the Maharaja Veer Vikram Kishore Manikya Bahadur Ji. So you can see the picture of this king here. So why we are discussing this? So on 19th August 2025 was the 117th birth anniversary of this king. So regarding that, Prime Minister Narendra Modi as well as other Tripura leaders paid tributes to this Maharaja Veer Vikram Kishore Manikya Bahadur Ji. So we'll see who was this person. So he was born on 19th of August 1908. And in 2025, here we are celebrating his 117th birth anniversary. He was the king of the Tripura who acquired this throne in 1923. And he was known as the modern architect of Tripura due to his socio-economic and the educational contributions. And he was the first ruler of Tripura to have visited Europe and the America. He visited Europe in 1931 and America in 1939. So he was the first ruler of Tripura to visit this Europe and the America. And regarding this economic contributions, he reserved the land for the indigenous people. And this in turn in the independent India led to the establishment of the Tripura Tribal Areas Autonomous District Council. And in order to commemorate his legacy, the airport in Agartala was renamed under his name. That is the Maharaja Veer Vikram Kishore Airport in the year 2018. So remember, Maharaja Veer Vikram Kishore Manikyaji Bahadur was a king of the Tripura. And coming to a final topic, that is Uganda. You can see Uganda here in this African continent, and it is a landlocked country in the Eastern Africa. It lies in the African Great Lakes region. So what are these African Great Lakes region? So there are 4 African Great Lakes. So today your homework is to know what are these lakes. One lake is the Lake Victoria, and you have to tell about what are the other 3 lakes. And its capital is Kampala. And this Kampala is surrounded around 7 hills, which is nearer to this frontiers of this Lake Victoria. And coming to the rivers of this Uganda, Great Nile River and the Swam River. And coming to the lakes of this Uganda, there are many lakes in this Uganda. First is the Victoria Lake, Lake Edward, Lake, Albert Lake, Kyoga Lake, and the Bissina Lake. And coming to the boundaries of this Uganda, you can see here Rwanda, Tanzania, Kenya, South Sudan, and the Democratic Republic of Congo here. So this is the Lake Victoria. This is the Great African Lake region. And see here, you can see other lakes. Lake Albert here, and Lake Edward here, Lake Kyoga, and Lake Victoria. Here it is also the Lake George. And here it is the Nile River, which passes through like this. And one more river is there, that is the Achwa River. So that's all for today. Thank you.